So actually, the chambers in every city जो establish किए जाते हैं, in a division we establish the chambers. So it is basically to support the local businesses and the associations which are related to different sectors. So chambers do a bridging between the private sector and the government and the international partners like different embassies and diplomatic missions. And same is the case with the Federation of Pakistan Chamber of Commerce. That's the national apex body of Pakistan. So like FPCCI, it represents more than 280 trade organizations, mean all the Chamber of Commerces, all the Women Chamber of Commerces, all the trade organizations, small chambers, they are part of Federation. I have seen a lot of change. Things are happening now. पहले जैसे अगर मैं women chambers की बात करूं तो वो सिर्फ दो तीन बड़े शहरों में नजर आते थे, but now you can see in small cities and town where you can see the girls who are working a lot. If I look after joining there, I saw DG Khan Chamber emerges, Laya Chamber emerges, Sargoda emerges, now Gujarat emerges. So, and in Quetta, the women are working. In Gilgit Baltistan, the women are working.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Hello and welcome to the Economic Angle with Dr. Usman Chauhan. Today it is my pleasure to have a very special guest, Ms. Kurutulayan Saiba, who has been an important, crucial member of the FPCCI. And this is a very important institution in Pakistan, the Federation of Pakistan Chambers of Commerce and Industry. But in addition to that, she is a focal person for bilateral trade between Pakistan and very important brotherly countries. So with that, we should have a nice conversation. And I want to welcome Madam Kurutulayan. Welcome, Madam, to the show.
Thank you very much, Dr. Usman. Thank you for inviting me on the show.
The pleasure is all mine, really, madam. And I had insisted to the team that we need to have women guests because women are doing tremendous work in all sectors of Pakistan, not least in the economy. And so we're very proud to have our first lady guest. So that is also a very special part of today. So let's begin with you talking a little bit about the important roles that you have played over, let's say, the last decade and a half. आप थोड़ा सा इसकी वजाहत करें, please.
Gee. Actually, I started my career as an entrepreneur and I established an Institute of Tourism and Hotel Management in Faisalabad back in 2003. And I have been working in the field of technical and vocational education. And I'm an Australia Award alumnus from Queensland University of Technology. And as my return to work project, I brought the Australian qualification to Pakistan. And that took me around 7 years with a lot of patience to do so because unfortunately, Pakistan was not in the list where Australian qualification can be delivered. And with the help of DFAT and the Australian High Commissioner, that time, Madam Margaret Adamson was the High Commissioner to Australia. So she supported us a lot, and then we make it possible. And my journey with the trade started back in 2011 when I joined Faisalabad Chamber of Commerce and Industry, which is the third largest chamber of Pakistan. And I served 3 times as executive member at Faisalabad Chamber of Commerce and Industry. And over there, I have led few committees for tourism and hospitality and also serve for industry academia linkages in Faisalabad Chamber. And I had the honor to serve as president for Faisalabad Women Chamber of Commerce and Industry in 2019-2020, which was a very crucial time of COVID and trying to support the businesses at that time. And then I came to Federation of Pakistan Chamber of Commerce and Industry and being elected as vice president from the Women Chamber of Commerce and Industries of all Pakistan through the election held in 2023. The journey starts from the January 2024 with Federation of Pakistan Chamber of Commerce and Industry. And here my primary role is to look after all the women chambers of commerce all across Pakistan, which are approximately 40 in number right now. And at the same time, I am also serving as the focal person for Pakistan-Turkey bilateral trade and also for Azerbaijan and looking after the international relation chapter at Federation of Pakistan Chamber of Commerce and Industry.
MashaAllah. So this is a very extensive resume in terms of engagement with our commerce and industry sectors. So आप हमें थोड़ा सा बताइएगा about what the experience is like. What do the chambers do? As if we know nothing about it. थोड़ी सी वजाहत कीजिएगा कि ये करते क्या हैं और आपका इनके साथ तजर्बा कैसा रहा है? क्या ये तेज रफ्तार से काम करते हैं, धीरे धीरे? What are the dynamics like of this whole
जी.
system?
So actually, the chambers in every city जो establish किए जाते हैं, in a division we establish the chambers. So it is basically to support the local businesses and the associations which are related to different sectors. So chambers do a bridging between the private sector and the government and the international partners, like different embassies and diplomatic missions. And same is the case with the Federation of Pakistan Chamber of Commerce. That's the national apex body of Pakistan. So like FPCCI, it represents more than 280 trade organizations, mean all the Chamber of Commerces, all the Women Chamber of Commerces, all the trade organizations, small chambers, they are part of Federation. So it's like an umbrella body of all the chambers. And its role is diverse. In you can say like jitne baki chamber of commerces hain, they are working on the city level or the district level
Hmm.
for this for supporting the businesses, and FPCCI is actually raising the voice in the federal government level, in cabinets, in the ministries, with the diplomatic missions, that these are the things which business community is facing. Like aapne dekha hoga ke we have raised the issue for IPPs and for electricity prices which cut down. And right now we are working for different anomalies which has been raised by the business community regarding the FPR matters. So this is like कि हम जो हमारे members हैं उनकी आवाज we wanted to go to the policy makers.
Hmm.
So the policies which should be made in Pakistan should be according to the requirement of the business community, because आप ऐसी policy तो नहीं बना सकते ना जिसको बनाने वाले को ये मालूम ही ना हो कि what are the ground realities. So we cannot miss those vices who are going to use these policies.
Hmm.
And at the same time, we are advising to the government to have industrial policy, have business friendly policies, women based policies. So the continuation of the businesses can go on and we can have the international investors, because at the same time we are working with the diplomatic missions and with the embassies of different countries in Pakistan, and they have expressed their interest that they really wanted to invest in Pakistan.
Hmm.
They wanted to bring their investors to Pakistan, to our special economic zones. But again, the question is that are we one window operation facilities offering to our investor? Do we have the industrial policy which can
Hmm.
show that Pakistan has a short term, medium term, long term goals to support the businesses? So these are the important chapters on which we try to support the businesses and the government and to the diplomatic missions at the same time. So it's
Hmm.
like we are providing a advocacy role and connector, working as a connector between different stakeholders.
Zabardast. These are very important things that you have also given concrete examples. If you talk about IPPs, if you talk about FBR, all of these things really matter to business. If you ask me as an economist, is this a business-friendly system or business-friendly economy? I would probably answer no. But if you were asked this, is it really a facilitative to your business participants, members of your, आपको कैसा लगता है यहाँ का निज़ाम उस एतबार से?
देखिए, as I remember my talk with the finance minister last year,
Hmm.
we invited him at FPCCI, and I was the only one in that conference who raised the question about women. And maybe some people have some critics over there that it's finance. Why are you talking about women?
Hmm.
Because they are 50% of your total population. Why you are not talking about the business friendly policy for the women?
Hmm.
Why you are making things harassed for them? You have to provide them the support. The countries developed the most developed countries like Sweden and Norway, they are providing support to their women entrepreneurs. The women entrepreneurs who are engaging more women in their employment, they are giving them the tax holidays. They are giving them the tax relief when they are in the maternity process. They have the support for the business development ideas. They have some relaxation loan policies for them. So similarly, we have to implement it here in Pakistan. I will not critic all the time with the government things, because when they listen to our voices, they try to improve it. As we have seen that when we raised the voice for IPPs, it took us 9 months that
Hmm.
our voices can be listened over there. So FPCCI and United Business Group has done a lot to do so. And Alhamdulillah, by after that, the electricity price came to 14 cent. But still, we are raising the voice that if we really wanted to make Pakistan Asian tiger in industrialization, we need the electricity cost to come down at 9 cent. And
Hmm.
we wanted a mock-up has to become on 6%, because, the inflation rate in Pakistan has been declared as 4%. So if we will enhance over there 2% in the markup rate, then 6%, it should be okay for IMF to accept as well. So why not the interest rate is at 6%? So we have committed to the government of Pakistan. We have said many times that if you will bringing the interest rate to 6% and you will be bringing the electricity cost to 9 cents, then we will be definitely enhancing the export to $100 billion.
Hmm.
It's not difficult for us. We know we have the investors. We are in talking terms with different country who wanted to come and invest, but definitely they are making the comparison with other competitors who are available, because in Bangladesh, in India, in Sri Lanka, the prices of electricity and markup rates are lower down. So why
Hmm.
they will come to Pakistan? And at the same time, we must have an industrial policy, at least 10 years policy, where the interest of the investors should be saved, and they will be knowing that they have a continuation of services in business friendly country.
Zabardast. Yes, these are very important measures. I fully endorse it, and I agree with you. Madam, given your experience on the other side as well, you have worked in the women chambers of commerce in various locations. Can you speak to their experience and your own experience? Is it considerably more difficult, या ऐसा है कि सारी बिजनेस कम्युनिटी को दुश्वारियों का सामना करना पड़ता है, उनकी कोई मखसूस दुश्वारियां होती हैं, ज्यादा होती हैं? What are the dynamics like?
So, Dr. Sab, the problem is that in Pakistan, unfortunately, our women, as you know, according to the statistics, only 2% of the women of Pakistan are working as entrepreneurs. And if we look at C level or directorship, according to SECP, we have only 10% of the women being part of this process.
Hmm.
And at the same time, in the labor market, we can see only 21% of the women participation.
Hmm.
So overall, if we look towards the dynamic of the country, women's are not very much supported, or girls are not very much supported toward the business side, and not even on the employment side. We see that our youngsters are graduating from medical colleges or engineering colleges, and they are getting married, but they are not being very well supported to start their careers. So
Hmm.
हमारे यहाँ तो खवातीन को आप डॉक्टर या इंजीनियर इसलिए बनाते हैं कि बिकॉज उनकी शादियां अच्छी जगह पे हो सके एंड उनके नाम के साथ एंटाइटलमेंट लग सके कि शी इज द डॉक्टर, शी इज द इंजीनियर. So until unless we don't change that mentality of us, that men and women are equal part of the society, and we have to trust on our girls to do so. मुझे याद है कि जब 2013-14 में आई वाज एग्जीक्यूटिव मेंबर, तो हम लोग जब फैसलाबाद चेंबर बैठा करते थे, तो मेरे बाकी के कोलीग्स कभी आके बताते थे माय सन हैज बीन ग्रेजुएटेड फ्रॉम ए लेवल्स, वी हैव एस्टैब्लिश हिज ऑफिस. तो मैं पूछती थी, अच्छा सो बेटियों का आप नहीं बता रहे कि वो क्या है? नहीं, उनकी
Hmm.
शादी करेंगे एंड देयर इन लॉज वुड, और उसका हस्बैंड जो है वो करेगा. सो व्हेन यू आर
Hmm.
नॉट गोइंग टू एम्पावर योर डॉटर फ्रॉम योर होम, how his husband is going to empower her, na? So
Hmm.
it's many times people ask me, so I say that my father was the one who has given me the confidence to speak and to stand on my feet and to believe myself. So he was the one, he was my mentor, he was my love, he was the one who believed in me.
Hmm.
So I started believing in myself. Yeah, so my father always told me to stand straight and have been confidence on yourself and don't think that you are less than any boy. So it's the confidence which he has given me. So aaj jab I stand in Federation of Pakistan Chamber of Commerce and Industry, I am the only one in my cabinet among 11 people. So when I'm standing with those people over there, that's the confidence which my father gave me, that you are you don't have to look through the gender lens. You are not a girl or not a boy, but you are standing for your work, and then you are standing over there. So stand with the confidence where you should stand. You should stand with your words, with your character, with your personality, and you should look and you should stand out that place. So ये चीजें हमें अपने घर से सिखानी है अपने बच्चों को. And then definitely the academia will play the part to polish them and to bring them up. And then if they are going to do the startups, then they will be learning their ways. हम बच्चियों के साथ कभी इन्वेस्ट नहीं करना चाहते. हम ज्यादातर चाहेंगे कि they will be becoming employed to different jobs. तो हम उनके ऊपर जब businesses वगैरह शुरू करना चाहेंगी तो हम कहेंगे नहीं नहीं, how she is going to manage, this would be very difficult for her to do so. So nothing is difficult, और कहीं पर भी नहीं लिखा हुआ. देखें अगर if you look toward Islam, तो सबसे बड़ी एग्जांपल हजरत खतीजा रजी अल्लाह ताला अन्हा की हमारे पास मौजूद है कि
जी।
at that time 1400 years ago she was the leading business lady in Saudi Arabia, and she was doing the trade and everything. So हमें तो इस्लाम से इतनी ज़बरदस्त मिसालें मिलती हैं, और हमारा दीन इतना मुकम्मल दीन और ज़ाब्ता हयात है. But unfortunately, we are away from the true essence of everything, even its religion or its the social norms and things. So बहुत सारी चीजें we are just blindly follow. तो इसी वजह से हम वो उसमें से शायद वो results नहीं निकाल पाते. But it's very much required that we have more female mentorship. We should have more successful examples. We have to showcase success stories of women to encourage the youngster girls who are in the universities, colleges. They want to do their startup things over there. So we need those stories to be exhibited over there.
Absolutely, madam. You're absolutely right. First of all, it's a credit to your father for raising you in that manner. दूसरी आपने बात की कि मजहबी एतबार से there's a lot of encouragement for this sort of thing. So आप बताइएगा कि आपके मतलब इस पेशावराना दौरानिया में क्या आपने तब्दीलियां देखी हैं मुआशरे और सकाफत के एतबार से, या आपको लगता है कि वहीं के वहीं अड़े हुए हैं 10,000 साल पीछे? Do you see the progress happening at the grassroots level with the people you work in the society, with all the commerce? Is there change happening, or is it largely just talk?
No, I have seen a lot of changey things are happening now. पहले जैसे अगर मैं women chambers की बात करूं तो वो सिर्फ दो तीन बड़े शहरों में नजर आते थे. But now you can see in small cities and town where you can see the girls who are working a lot. Like if I look after joining there, I saw DG Khan Chamber emerges, Laya Chamber emerges, Sargoda emerges, now Gujarat emerges. So and in Quetta, the women are working. In Gilgit Baltistan, the women are working. So it's now people are realizing that when we talk about the financial challenges of Pakistan, it is very important, and we cannot avoid the women participation. And it's very much important that we should bring them on board, because wherever we see the developed countries example, you see a lot of women are working. They are in the supervisory roles, they are in the leading roles. Still we are missing women in the leading roles. We are missing the women over the boards. Their participation is very less. Somewhere we say that it is by the government कि 30% हमने खवातीन को on board लेना है. But when your population is more than 50%, why not to bring the 50% women participation over there? I quote you an example कि हमारे पास रवांडा की ambassador आई, Her Excellency Fatima. So she told that in Rwanda, it is compulsory that the parliamentarians 50% should be from the women's side. Participation should be there in the cabinet. 50% women should be there in different boards. 50% women should be there. So women are so much empowered in a country like Rwanda, which you don't expect that in Africa, in a country like Rwanda, they are promoting their women's. So why not Pakistan? Because we have a lot of examples of women entrepreneurs who are doing very wonderful work on the global stage as well. So we need to showcase them. We should bring them as mentor, and these women should take time out of their busy schedule to talk to the young talent of Pakistan and to tell them the realities, ground realities. What are the expectation of the society, in which kind of society we are living in. So women's, not only in Pakistan, but you know that in whole global stage, women's do most of the non-paid work, because every woman is taking care of the home and the children and cooking, and it's happening everywhere in the world. It's not about Pakistan, but it's everywhere that women has to take care of it. And so I always quote Mevlana Rumi's quotation to the women's and to the girls, that women is the radiance of God. She is a creator. She's not a creature. So divine has blessed them with a lot of patience, and divine has made them in a way that they can do multitasking with a lot of patience. So they just need to explore themselves, and they have to know, and they have to believe themselves that they can do and achieve anything.
Zabardast. That is very inspirational, and I think that young women particularly, should pay keen attention to what you are saying. Now, let's talk a little bit about the bilateral regions for which you are a focal person, for Turkey and for Azerbaijan. How has this trade evolved? Where do you see it going? And isn't it important in having B2B along with G2G? मतलब इसको थोड़ी सी वो multidimensionality देने के लिए, give it more aspects, give these relationships more depth through commerce. How important is this, madam?
As you know that with Pakistan and Turkey, we have a lot of not only the sentiments attached with it, but we have many areas to work together. We are already working with the defense sector. Pakistan has Turkish aerospace cell in Nast University, where they have made the first unmanned jet, which is named after Khan in Turkey, and here it has been named as Iqbal. We are working jointly with the Turkish defense projects, and Pakistan is helping Turkey, and Turkey is helping Pakistan. And at the same time, we are doing things in export and import. But unfortunate is that the volume of the trade is not as good as it has to be, despite of those sentimental values which we shared with each other.
Mm,
Because Turkey is the only country where when Pakistanis are going, they always says Kardesh. So you are
mm,
our brother. So they host you very well. They always tell you that how we are grateful to Pakistanis who has helped us in Khilafat movement. They regarded Iqbal as one of their mentor, and they talk very high about Ilama Iqbal Saab. And we really wanted from FPCCI that we should not only transforming these brotherly relationships into better cultural ties, but also towards the trade side. The volume of the trade must be enhanced. So that's why we are trying to work to explore different areas which has been untapped yet, coming towards the perishable food items, towards the seafood, towards the different things which are manufacturing in Pakistan and can be used to Turkey, and bringing the Turkish brands to Pakistan, whether we talk about the food, whether we talk about the clothing, maybe we're talking about the glassware. So we are in very close coordination with the Turkish embassy. And we are really grateful to our brotherly ambassador, His Excellency Mr. Irfan, who is working day and night for supporting the cause, and the Councillor General, Mr. Durmish, based in Lahore, and all other team members were working all across Pakistan. And at the same time, our councillors, honorary councillors, were working in Turkey. Like I would like to acknowledge Mr. Ahmed Khan, who is working a lot in Bursa for bringing those businesses from Turkey to Pakistan. So we are trying our level best. And I would like to mention that already we have a few of the food companies who are working great in Pakistan. Sotash is a very big brand of Turkey. They have signed an MOU with Nishad Dairies, and they are working in the sector of food and milk production things. That's are in the process. So at the same time, other brands are coming in. So we are quite hopeful that the trade volume must be enhanced between both countries. And at the same time, when we are talking about Turkey, and again, Azerbaijan is the second brotherly country with which we shared our lot of sentiments. And brotherhood over there. So we are partners at different economic forums as well, like ECO and other forums. So with Azerbaijan, we are also trying to work to enhance our cooperation between industry and the academia as well. With Turkey, we also wanted to promote the education, because the Turkish universities are offering world-class facilities at very affordable cost, which could be of great interest for Pakistani parents, because the cultural ties, the religion ties are so good, and the quality of education is quite well. And students in Pakistan, they are wasting a lot of money to going towards the Western side of thinking the opportunities that might be there are better over there. But believe me, I have been the witness of Turkish university standards since many years, visiting them time to time. So there are world class facilities over there at a very affordable cost with lot of scholarship options. So we are trying to promote that area as well. And our human resource, they are being very welcomed by Turkey. And at the same time, we also wanted that Turkish students should be coming to Pakistani universities to learn the best from our best universities. So this is three of the areas on which we are focusing for the both countries. The trade and the education and the human resource. These are on the agenda of Federation of Pakistan Chamber of Commerce and Industry.
Well, this is excellent, madam. It's very nice to hear that so much progress is happening. It is commendable that this bilateral stuff is growing, that there's new chambers of commerce flourishing, that overall there's a coordinated attempt. So I commend you for your hard work, madam, as a citizen, and I wish you the best of luck. And thank you for this interview.
Thank you very much, Dr. Usman, for inviting me. And it's a great pleasure to be at your program.
Thank you.
Thank you.